Hello there. I'm going to talk about one of the things that's really one of my pet peeves. I have a big pet peeve about reality shows, about relationship, romantic relationship are totally off the mark. Because everything they're talking about is really about infatuation. It has nothing to do with love. Like you meet someone, like those bachelor thing where you meet someone and you try to get them to like you. There's a huge difference between like and love, and there's so much pressure. Anybody who believes that you can find love like this, you are going to be extremely disappointed, because the difference between love, which is this, okay, so this is loving. When you can see someone's light side and dark side and still be able to love them, that is love. And that takes a while. You won't be able to get this before you get to know someone. And if someone is on their best behavior, you're on TV, you're supposed to be dating, and all this pressure, and you have makeup artists, and you have all of these things, like, this is not reality. It's impossible. You cannot find someone unless it's like winning the lottery. How many people win the lottery? Yes, people win the lottery, but it's like one in how many people can win the lottery. So if you want to have a consciously loving relationship, there are some basic common sense things that you can do that will help you have a consciously loving relationship. Number one, be with someone who wants to be with you. If you have to convince someone that they should be with you, it's not the right person. Put a big X. Be careful. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous addiction to try to prove to someone that they should be with you. I've had people come to see me who had not been sleeping, not eating, stopping to do all the stuff that was good for their career because they were in addiction. They were trying to get someone who was emotionally unavailable to want them. If you are doing this, it's because you are emotionally unavailable. You're not connected in your heart. Because if you love who you are, you understand what love is. Love is safe. If it's not safe, it's not love. So when you have to try to convince someone, that's a big X. All right. Number two, it is your utmost responsibility to not give your heart to someone who's not going to cherish it. Because your heart is as precious, as fragile as a child's heart. So you need to know first if someone has a track record of being a good friend. Be careful, especially with narcissist people, because at first they're like honey, so sweet, so nice, they'll do, and slowly but surely they'll start to undermine your self-worth, saying things, passing comments, and without understanding how you got there, here you are trying to please someone who thinks you're not so cool, because that way they can keep you addicted to them. So again, be careful. Only give your heart to someone who has a track record of being a good friend. Number three, someone who has similar core values. How can you meet someone on a reality show and they're like everything is fake and you have no idea if your core values are matching? First, you need to know, what are your core values? What are they? Do you know them? Once you know them, then you can find someone who matches these core values. You won't have everything on the list that you want to have, but if you have at least the top 5, the top 7, core values that you want, the rest, you can get it with friends, with your sister, with your family members, you can get it. But there are the core values that you must be able to live with. Number 4, someone who understands that all relationships are going to face challenges. And only through working through the challenges can you grow in real love. And they live happily ever after only happens in, reality shows and fairy tale stories. And number 5, a good sexual connection. And those shows, what do you see? Number 5, cross your fingers, hope the other 4s are there. This is a recipe for catastrophe. Love is safe. If it's not safe, it's not love. That's why I'm very passionate about talking about this. Why? Because people get hurt in relationships, they shut down their heart and they prevent themselves from being happy for the rest of their life. So please, please, please take the time to really understand what it takes to have a good relationship. You can download, it's free. It's a happyrelationshipchecklist.com. Just click on it. We have the link below and just download it, study it, because otherwise you're going to get hurt when love is the safest thing in the world. Think of the person you love the most right now in your life. Is this person safe in your love? Hopefully, the answer is yes. Well, that's the way it should be with anyone. If you're scared, and I hear this, oh, I'm so scared of going out there dating, that's because you've had, bad experience from the past, but that's because, we're 16, 17, we start dating, we don't know who we are, we don't know what love is, and then we start dating, and then it doesn't work. It's not meant to work. Your first relationships are not meant to work. How many people do you know who ended up marrying the person they met when they were a teenager? Not many. So it's not supposed to be there, but what happened, because I know, because I work with enough people, at that moment you make a pact with yourself and you promise yourself you'll never let yourself be hurt that way again. And that shuts down the heart, and you go into the dating scene with that, promise in yourself, creating a curse on yourself. So download the happy relationship checklist, and I hope to connect with you some more.